So my name's Brent Watkins, aka Culture Evolves. So I was born on country in Bairnsdale, Gunai Kurnai, proud. That's on my dad's side. And then on my mum's side, she's Yamaji Noongar, and they moved over when they were younger. Still trying to figure out as well where exactly we come from because of, stolen generation and also back then as well, I guess. The government policies and moving them away from their other siblings. But yeah, lucky enough to grow up here in Melbourne on Wurundjeri, Woiwurrung and also Bunurong country, but also grew up a lot going up to Yorta Yorta country, Yorta Yorta Waka, and that's Shepherd Marupana. So yeah, feel a very deep connection to that country as well, even though it's not my own. So yeah, I think the importance behind sharing culture and Aboriginal stories, not only traditional, but also I guess since colonisation, because all that trauma that's been passed down, we need to heal, and the only way you can heal that is by talking about it. And not only for Aboriginal people, but for all of Australia, because we're all on sacred land. Our culture, our Bible is a landscape, so no matter what, whether you like it or not, even if you're a racist, you're still part of our culture because our land is our culture, it is our everything. It's more important than now to tell our stories, I think, especially with climate change. When you look at the science, we're looking at in 30 or so years collapse in all life. Not only for Aboriginal people, but I think for humanity, it's more important now that our stories are shared. There's a reason why we are the oldest living culture in the world, and it's because of our stories, our law, and like I was saying, it's not only us now, it's everyone that's on this country. And me, myself, I have a 7-year-old, so I feel like we're living in scary times, I guess, because I want to make sure that there's clean water, clean organic food, none of this chemical stuff. And I feel through our culture, through our law, we can not only make Australia better, but humanity all around the world. So yeah, that's the importance of sharing our culture, our stories, and not only the old, but also the new as well. So the importance of the Yarra River, or also known as the Yarra Yarra or Birrung Ma, Yarra Yarra actually meaning flowing river. Sadly, there was actually a waterfall a few bridges down, but when John Batman come here, he actually blew it up, which is sad because imagine a city with a waterfall in the middle, like literally of the city. For the Bunurong and also the Wurundjeri, it's a lifeline. It's fresh, clean water. And water is life, water is everything. So yeah, it's kind of really sad to see it in the state that it's in now. But yeah, due to colonisation, and things, it's not as healthy as that it can be, and that's as well back to why the importance of bringing traditional people in to help manage it, because they see it not as just a river, not as just water, they see it as family, as an extension of themselves. The thing I love about, performing ceremony, and also I guess, because with the hip hop and cultural mix, it's not really ceremony, because ceremonies are old dances, but I always have that ancestral energy coming into when I am doing hip hop or other forms. Even on the didgeridoo yidaki, even when I am playing, I guess, modern styles or modern rhythms, I still have that ceremonial presence. But the thing I love about it is they tried killing us off and we're still here strong. And to keep culture alive is, I guess it's what I wanted as a kid. Dad taught me didge, I had art, but I had to search for dance. I had to ask, and lucky I was pointed in the right direction. But for me, it's now I can give back what I wish I had, and not only to everyone, but also my son. It's just about keeping these stories and culture alive, and there's nothing else I'd rather be doing. I've been offered a 9 to 5, but I think I'd literally go insane if I did. So yeah, this is all I've ever done my whole life. Aboriginal art, didgeridoo, dance, hip hop, traditional, and also now make beats, of course, because some of the tracks were the beats that I made as well. The reason why I ended up creating fusions, growing up, always, like I said, I've always wanted to do traditional dance, and I finally got the opportunity, and lucky enough to dance with the Wurundjeri people, so lucky, to dance with the traditional owners. And then, when I was about 14, learning krump, and the thing I loved about krump the most, it had that ceremonial presence. Especially compared to other hip hop styles I found. So that really drew me to krump. When I was younger, sort of you'd dance with the girls or whatever, Chris Brown. Then getting older, I finally realised the importance and also the power behind telling our traditional stories with this modern style of dance, and how powerful it is to dance that story because it's reenacting that story. Sadly, some of these stories are genocide, suicide rates and so on, but these are the stories that need to be told for us to move forward. And that's what inspired me to use hip hop within a traditional form, and then I think it was just natural from there, from my traditional and hip hop, just to blend. So that's why I realised the power behind hip hop and telling the traditional stories, and also, that fusion mixing between traditional and also hip hop as well. So come to Melbourne, come to Naarm, And yeah, while you're here, just try, just see as much as you can, music, art, and especially just, get to the First Nations galleries. And if you can see any performance as well, and support any Indigenous artists as well.